beginning of the painted veil. There is a woman named Kitty, young, beautiful, and restless, like a bird pacing inside a gilded cage she never chose. She marries a man she does not love, not for passion, not for destiny, but for escape. His name is Walter Vane, a man of science, of silence, of distance. He loves her in the only way he knows how, steady, restrained, almost invisible, like a candle burning behind glass. But Kitty cannot feel warmth in what does not speak loudly, and so she turns away. In Shanghai, the world grows louder, and there she meets him, Charlie Townsend, a man made of charm and easy laughter, a man who feels like sunlight after rain. He tells her what she longs to hear, not what is true, and Kitty, starved for affection, believes him. She steps into an affair that feels like freedom, but is already built on illusion, because Charlie does not belong to her. Not really, not ever. When truth arrives, it does not knock gently. Walter discovers everything, but he does not shout. He does not break. Instead, he offers a choice shaped like silence. If Charlie will leave his wife and choose her, Kitty is free. If not, she must follow Walter to a forgotten place in rural China, where cholera is spreading like an invisible fire. Kitty waits for rescue, but Charlie chooses comfort over love, and in that moment she realizes she was never truly chosen at all. So she follows Walter into exile, into a land where the air feels heavier than regret, a village broken by disease, by hunger, by death that does not announce itself. There is no beauty here, only survival, only silence that stretches longer than forgiveness. At first, Kitty resists everything, the place, the people, the life, and Walter, always Walter, distant, controlled, disappearing into his work as if emotions are a language he refuses to speak. But slowly, something begins to change, not suddenly, not dramatically, like water wearing down stone. She begins to see him, not as punishment, but as purpose. A man standing in the middle of suffering, refusing to look away, while she, once certain of her desires, begins to question everything she thought was love. She finds herself among orphaned children, small hands, quiet eyes, lives already touched by loss, and something inside her softens, not breaks, softens. For the first time, she feels responsibility instead of escape, presence instead of longing, and Walter becomes something different in her eyes, not cold, not distant, but unbearably human, a man carrying the weight of lives he cannot save, and still choosing to try. And somewhere in that shared silence, something fragile begins to form between them. Not romance, not yet. Something quieter, understanding. But the village does not stop for transformation. Cholera spreads, invisible, unforgiving. Walter works until exhaustion becomes normal, until danger becomes routine, until his body begins to pay the price for his devotion. And one day, it claims him. He falls ill, the same disease he fought so tirelessly to defeat. And suddenly, everything slows. The world that once felt distant becomes unbearably close. Kitty stays beside him, no longer running, no longer looking away, only there, finally there. In his final moments, something between them opens, not a confession, not a grand declaration, but something simpler, truth, regret, forgiveness, arriving too late to undo anything, but not too late to matter. And Walter dies, quietly, as he lived, without spectacle, without complaint, passes like a river that refuses to stop. Kitty returns to England carrying something she cannot name. Not just grief, not just memory, but change. She is no longer the woman who ran from silence. She is someone who has learned what silence contains. She gives birth to a child, and there is no certainty, only possibility. A question left unanswered on purpose. A life that belongs to both the past and the unknown. Years later, she walks with her son, no longer searching for escape, no longer waiting to be saved, just moving forward, step by step, through a world that is no longer cruel in the same way, because she is no longer the same person. And what remains is this: love is not always loud. Sometimes it is a mistake you only understand after it is gone. Sometimes it is a man who stays when others leave. And sometimes it is the painful, quiet gift of becoming someone new through everything you thought would destroy you.